A very common task in programming is saving data for later use. In the case of Houdini, and more specifically in the case of Wranglers or VOPs, you can either save that information in two main ways, either as a variable or as an attribute. And it's very important to know the difference between the two. I will explain the difference with a very simple example. I will add a new Wrangler node below the one we already have. So I will type tab WP and select Point Wrangler from the list. Connect it and make sure to click on the visibility button. And in the text editor, I will write a very simple line of code. Float y equals 2.0 semicolon, and make sure to press Control Enter when you're done. What I'm doing here is creating a new variable y as a type float or floating point number and assigning the value 2.0 to this new variable. Now, by itself, the variable is not doing anything, but we could later use this value 2.0 saved in the variable. For example, I will type enter and then type v at p point y equals v at p point y plus our new variable y, semicolon, and Control Enter to evaluate. So now look how the cube has jumped into positive 2 in the y-axis because I'm adding this new value to the latest y position. So this we already did before. The only difference is now I'm doing it with the use of this new variable. The advantage of having this value stored in a variable is we could repeatedly use this variable in different ways. For example, let's now type v at p dot x equals v at p dot x plus y semicolon and press enter. So now I'm reusing this value to also change the x-axis of the cube. The main thing to consider about variables is that they will only exist in the context they were created in. On the other hand, the attributes of an object will continue to live while the object is being processed, even throughout different nodes. Take, for example, the position attribute of the points. We have already changed it several times with the @p attribute. But this attribute has been there from the start. If you click on the box node and then click on the information icon, you will see the p attribute was present from the beginning. Now, the color attribute we created later, here with this the Wrangler node, with the @cd attribute. But if we take a look at the second Point Wrangler and click on the information icon, you will notice how the cd attribute is still there. It persisted throughout the process.